Podcast, the podcast that will help you create a winner's identity. Hello everyone and welcome to the BA Motivational and Ranking Podcast. Today, I'm your host, Brent Armstrong, and I want to talk to you guys about self-discipline. You see, self-discipline is the most important key to achieving your success or anything you want to do in your life. And most people say that self-discipline plays a major role. But I'm going to tell you, my friends, in my opinion, self-discipline plays the number one role in anything you want to do in your life. Whether you're working on a goal, a vision, or a dream, you definitely have to discipline yourself, my friends. Because you see, with self-discipline, that's where self-control comes from. And from self-control, you have the persistent push on through. And with the persistent come the perseverance. So as you can see, everything starts with your self-discipline, my friend. You know, we always hear them talking about you have to decide, make a decision to do something. And then from that point, you start taking action. We all know it's a mindset game. But if you don't have the mindset to do that thing that you want in your life, to achieve your goal, to do the necessary things, my friends, you have to develop a self-discipline that will help you to start your action and carry it out until the end. And this is where the Brain King podcast come into place, because we help you to create that identity. We help you to create that discipline. We help you to create that self-control that will help you to create a winner's identity. And you have to start with your self-discipline, because we all know we have bad habits and we have good habits. We have bad rituals and we have good rituals. And we have bad beliefs and we have good beliefs. But if you want to achieve that goal in your life, you have to get rid of all your bad beliefs, bad rituals, and bad behaviors. And how do you go about starting to do these things? You have to first set up strategies and put them in place to change these things. And the only way, my friends, you're going to be able to change all of these things is when you work on your self-discipline. Because I can give you a strategy on the hand to work with. But if you don't have the discipline to do these things on a daily basis for 40 days and 40 nights, you're not going to achieve your goals. You're not going to change your bad habits. You're not going to change your bad rituals. So you have to have the self-discipline. And this is exactly where we always start, with working on your self-discipline. All right? It's very important, my friends, that we create something that you are determined to do on a daily basis. You're committed towards these things. You have to have a routine. Yeah? Setting up a routine designated for time to do your things is very important. That means you wake up in the morning, you have this routine, and it starts at 8 o'clock and finish at 9. And then you are committed to work through this 1 hour with this information that we have given to you to change your bad habits. And it has to be fundamental important. Yeah, you have to keep practicing and repeating these things over and over again. Not because you're born with a talent or you get a strategy on the hand that you're only going to do it once and it's going to work. Repetition, my friends, is mastery. And you can only change a bad habit through repetition. So if you get something on the hand that you can use to change your bad habits, you have to repeat it over and over again. Yeah. And you have to start somewhere. So at least one bad habit, you repeat it over and over for 10 days to create a new one. Yeah. And that is exactly what you have to have the discipline to work through this path. Like we've said, working through the path on a daily basis, and do it consistently and persistently and with perseverance. Yeah. And if you don't give yourself or set yourself up with some consequences for not doing these things, you will never achieve that goal, because you're going to push it off through procrastination and say, okay, you know what? I worked on it for 2 days now. I'm going to start again next week. You can't take a break in between. You have to do the 10 days fully, and then you go on to the next level. So this is just to show you guys how important self-discipline is whenever you're working on any goals or any dreams in your life. Yeah, mindset is very important, but the discipline to work on your mindset is necessary, because if you don't have this discipline to start working on your mindset, you can never change it. You can never change anything. So the discipline is very important. Look at the actors and actresses in Hollywood. They have the discipline to work on a role. Some actors must change their body totally, a body transformation. If they have a role where they have to be a very fat person, it's quite easy. They have to just eat fatty food to get fat. But if they have a role that they have to really look lean and strong and fit, then they have to cut down on all their bad habits of eating before to get that body transformation. And that, my friends, take discipline. So I think you have to see yourself as an actor. And you are, really. In real life, you are an actor. You're playing a role. You're playing the role of your life. So if you look at the actors and actresses in Hollywood, they're all playing a role. And they play the role to the best of their abilities. They're willing to transform their bodies, their mind, their soul to fit into that role. And you have the role of your lifetime and you have to fit in that role. So if you don't have the discipline to transform your mind and your body, you will never achieve that goal, that dream, that vision that you really want. Yeah. So look at yourself as an actor and fit into that role and be disciplined enough to change your mind and your body. And if you're not strong enough to do so by yourself, you will definitely have to go out. You will definitely have to go out and find somebody who can help you, my friends. Because you see, your ability to listen to and take action based on your inner voice, regardless of how you feel, my friends, of other influences or temptation that you might face in your life, is the key to mastery. You have to be disciplined. Because if you're not disciplined, my friends, the world will discipline you. And not in that way that you would like them to do. They will do it in a way that they can only benefit and you won't. So if you want to change anything in your life, if you want to work on a goal or a dream and achieve it, you have to work on your self-discipline. Because in my opinion, that's the number one reason why most people fail in their lives. A lot of people know that they need to change something in their lives and they start working on it and they never pull on through. They're not disciplined enough to persevere. They're not disciplined enough to persist. And that's because they're missing the self-control. And where self-control is missing, self-discipline is nowhere to be found. And that's how it is, my friends. So you have to remember, self-discipline is the key to your success. Yeah? Respect your efforts. Respect yourself. Respect always leads to self-discipline. And when you have both firmly under your belt, that's the real power, my friends. That's where the energy lies. Yeah? That's where you will see things coming through in your life the way you always wanted them to be. Yeah? You will never always be motivated. Definitely. You will never always be motivated. But you have to learn to be disciplined so that when the motivation is not there, you will have the discipline and the self-control to push on through. All right? So I hope this little podcast of mine could have give you some information that you might need or you should have whenever you're working on your goals and your dreams. And remember, the only podcast, my friends, in this world that can help you to create a winner's identity is this podcast. So I hope you join us again for the next episode. And if this podcast, my friends, has brought you any value at all, please share, like, comment, because this will definitely help us. And subscribe and share the message. Tell a friend, tell somebody who might need this message. And whenever you listen to this message, use it and use it wisely for yourself. All right. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you next time. Peace out.